Have you ever felt like the battle is bigger than you can handle? Take a deep breath now, because something powerful is about to happen. Saint Michael the Archangel is coming, the defender of urgent causes, the prince of the heavenly army. At this moment, I stand before heaven with all that I am and all that I still lack. With a heavy heart and a soul thirsty for help, I call upon the warrior of light, the one who crosses spiritual barriers and enters where there is no human strength to fight. Saint Michael, the protector of the weak, the lost, and those at war within themselves who do not know where to seek help. The battles I'm facing go beyond what the eyes can see. It's not against flesh and blood, but against what tries to consume me from the inside, little by little, silently when no one is watching. Saint Michael, you who are the shield of the weak, the strength of those who no longer know how to fight, come now. Bring your flaming sword and cut the invisible chains that imprison me, the spiritual chains that hold me, the dark voices that whisper defeat in my mind. Saint Michael, faithful warrior, enter my life now with your army of light and purify everything that has been contaminated by darkness. Pass through my house, cross my thoughts, turn my story upside down, and cleanse what has been stained by the darkness. I know I am small in the face of my struggles, but that is precisely why I cry out. Come with your holy fury and your divine compassion. Pull me out of the darkness. Pull me from the mire of doubt. Rescue me from the cold hands of fear and sadness. I can no longer fight alone. And that is why I now, with faith, ask for your intervention. I know I'm not the only one fighting. How many people around me also need strength, protection? This is a moment of spiritual union, where all who cry out for the presence of Saint Michael can feel his shield surrounding us, protecting our journey and guiding us in the invisible battle we face. If you are feeling the weight, the loneliness, or the fear approaching, know that this prayer is also for you. Saint Michael fights alongside all those who seek help. He is the invisible force that never abandons us, always ready to protect us, even when the world around us tries to make us fall. How many times have I tried to fight alone, thinking I could just close my eyes and pretend it didn't hurt? I thought I could simply ignore the pain and it would dissipate. But now, Saint Michael, I understand. There are battles that cannot be won with human strength. There are walls that can only be broken with your intervention, with celestial power. That's why I call upon your presence. Saint Michael, enter with your sword where the enemy thought it was free territory. Seal my house with your power. Lock the windows of my mind with your sacred fire. Purify every corner of my soul with the light that emanates from heaven. If there is something hidden within me, reveal it. If there is something forgotten, restore it. If there is something dead, bring it back to life, if it is God's will. I will not leave this prayer until I feel your presence surrounding me like a shield, until I feel the darkness being driven away. Because it is written, 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but you will not be harmed. I believe in this promise, Saint Michael, even when everything around me seems to say the opposite. I trust, even trembling. I hope, even tired. I place myself in battle, even with my knees wounded. I know that, in moments of weakness, faith can seem distant, but it is in this moment that the presence of Saint Michael is more necessary than ever. He guides us, strengthens us, and reminds us that the battle is not ours alone. God, in His infinite wisdom, places us in battle so we can witness His glory in action, so we can witness the miracles that can only happen when our strength fails and His intervention prevails. I call now, not just for myself, but for all those who face the same spiritual battles. Saint Michael goes beyond our understanding. He understands the pain we can't express and acts when we feel there is no strength left. Even when fear tries to stop us, even when doubt tries to dominate us, He leads us to divine safety. Each battle fought is not just a personal challenge, but an opportunity to see God's power revealed. And with the strength of Saint Michael, we can keep moving forward, knowing that victory is certain. Saint Michael, walk with me through the dark hours, cross the silence of my room. Touch where I cannot reach. Not only protect me, strengthen me, not just fight for me, but fight in me. Make me a warrior too. Don't let me run from the battle, but let me remain until the end, because I know heaven is with me. How many times have I felt alone, with no one to share the burden, not knowing how to continue? But today, I will not remain silent. Today, I cry out with everything I am. I cry out for your presence, for divine intervention. Saint Michael, place your name as a seal upon my story. May every page of my future be written with your presence, opening paths where there was no more hope. Touch my decisions, my emotions, my dreams, and my fears. Make a dwelling where confusion once existed. Bring peace where chaos settled. And if any breach was opened by mistake, close it with your celestial power. The time is now. The miracle I need can no longer wait. Now I know I am no longer alone. With every word I spoke, heaven moved in my favor. The heavenly army, led by Saint Michael, is around me. Every step I take now is accompanied by the protective presence of the angel who never gives up on us. He goes ahead, clearing obstacles, expelling the darkness trying to bring me down. Even when I feel weak, I know heaven's strength is greater. Let this presence be my strength, my courage, and my certainty that evil will have no place. I can look back and see how many victories God has given me. Victories that were only possible because Saint Michael's presence never left me. With every step, with every decision, I know that Saint Michael, with his sword and shield, will be by my side, cutting the chains that hold me and guiding me to victory. He's the confirmation that, when faith is true, we are never alone in any battle. Saint Michael, shout for me before the throne of God. If my words are not enough, let your warrior spirit transform them into supplication. If my faith is weak, lend me your courage. If I get lost, guide me back to the path of truth. Do not abandon me, Saint Michael. Do not let me finish this prayer without feeling your hand upon my head, without feeling your sword cutting the evil that surrounds me. The battle is great, but your power is greater. The pain is real, but your presence is alive. And now I know I am no longer alone. In every moment of this prayer, I know that you are with me, even before I understood the spiritual battle I face. You were already marching ahead of me, cleaning the ground, fighting battles, protecting what I couldn't protect. And today, before heaven, I recognize this protection. I refuse to go back to what it was before. I refuse to live as if I were at the mercy of chance. Because now I know I have a guardian, not just any guardian, but the one chosen by God to lead the heavenly armies, to face the dragon and protect the children he loves. I am no longer a prisoner of circumstances. No matter how difficult the fight seems, I know I am supported by a force that comes from a place much greater than what the eyes can see. This protection is my guarantee that, even in the darkness, God's light will shine. With every step, with every decision, I know that Saint Michael, with his sword and shield, will be by my side, cutting the chains that hold me and guiding me to victory. He is the strength of God in action, and this strength never fails. Saint Michael, throughout this prayer, I took off the masks, said what my mouth hasn't always had the courage to say. I opened wounds, confessed fears, begged for help, and felt that you were listening. Not as a distant judge, but as a close warrior, someone who understands the weight of the battle. And it is this consolation that I carry with me. I am not alone. Now I end this prayer with peace, not because everything has been resolved yet, but because I know it has already started in heaven and will manifest on earth. Saint Michael Archangel, my shield, my warrior, my ally, Amen. If this prayer touched your heart, like, comment, and share with someone who also needs Saint Michael's protection. And don't forget to subscribe to the Whispers Towards Heaven channel for more powerful prayers, messages of faith, and divine protection. May the peace of Saint Michael be with you.